Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a speed test comparison between the Vivo V23e versus the Samsung Galaxy A52, and the A52 is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G processor with 8GB of RAM, while on the Vivo we have MediaTek Helio G96 processor with 8GB of RAM. Both phones also has the extended RAM feature. On the back we have quad cameras on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we have triple cameras, although we have 64 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we does not have any OIS. Then we have 8 megapixel ultra wide, while on the Samsung we have 12 megapixel ultra wide. Also we have 5 megapixel macro and a 5 megapixel depth sensor, while on the Vivo we have 2 megapixel macro. Although the back is made up of glass on the Vivo as compared to plastic on the Samsung, and the frame on both phones is made up of plastic. On the bottom we also have headphone jack on the Samsung, which is not really available on the Vivo, and you can see also on the Samsung we also have dual speakers, while on the Vivo we have single speaker. So in this video I'm gonna show you how much difference between the Vivo V23e versus the Samsung Galaxy A52 in apps opening speed as well as in the boot up test. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Here we go. Logo is came up first on the Samsung. Also we have Android 11 on both phones. We have Samsung One UI version 3.1, while on the Vivo we have Fun Touch OS, which is a version 12, no Android 12. Let's see which one will be more faster. Looks like the Vivo. Yes, it is more faster when it comes to booting up, and the Samsung is taking a lot of time when it comes to booting up. Now the Samsung, it is also done. About 4 or 5 second difference there. Now let's talk about the displays between these devices. On the Vivo we have 6.4-inch Full HD AMOLED display with 60Hz refresh rate, while on the Samsung we have 6.5-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate. Also we have punch hole on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we have U-shaped notch. Also on the Samsung we have 4500 mAh battery size with a 15-watt fast charging, while on the Vivo we have 4000 mAh battery size with a 44-watt fast charging, and that is why the Samsung is more thicker phone as compared to the Vivo. As you can see, everything is closed up in the background. No application is running in the background like always. Now let's open phone dialer. That is very similar on both phones. Next on the list is the settings. Let's see which one will be more faster. That is again exactly the same. Now let's go to the display. In the motion, 90Hz refresh rate, while on the Vivo we have 60Hz refresh rate. That's really disappointing. We should see 90Hz minimum on this phone or a 120Hz. Now let's see Amazon shopping launching at the same time. Same Wi-Fi network again. We have Snapdragon 720G versus a MediaTek Helio G96. And the Samsung little more faster there as compared to the Vivo, about 1 second difference there. Let's see the scrolling. That is very similar on both phones, not a huge difference between 60Hz and 120Hz. Now let's see some games application. Now let's open Candy Crush Saga. That is again very similar on both phones. Now let's open Instagram, little more faster on the Samsung. Now let's open Pinout. Again, it is very similar on both phones, obviously a little more faster on the Vivo. Now let's open Snapchat. That is very similar, and one thing it is also really good on Samsung phone is that when you open the camera and when you go right there, and this is a mode, and this is a mode which is called as fun, and this mode is give you a Snapchat filters right in your camera application, which means that and the Snapchat video quality as well as the photo quality should be really good on the Samsung as compared to any other Android phone. Now let's open Spotify. That is very similar. Now let's open Subway Surfer. And the Vivo this time little more faster there as compared to the Samsung. And the Samsung, it is also a 1-year-old phone. Now let's open Temper N2. Temper N2 faster on the Samsung this time. Let's see at the end. And Samsung this time is a little more faster there. Samsung is done. Now the Vivo, it is also done. About half a second difference there. Now let's open PUBG Mobile. Again, we have Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G versus a MediaTek Helio G96. And both phones looks very similar. Let's see at the end. Yes, it is very similar on both phones. Also, we have smooth graphics with ultra frame rate on both phones, no extreme option. Now let's opening up the tutor. That is faster on the Vivo this time. Now let's open Zedge. That is very similar. Let's see the scrolling. That is very similar on both phones, not a huge difference between 60Hz and 90Hz. Last I'm launching the cameras on both phones. Default camera application. Now let's see which one will be more faster. That is very similar on both phones. Again, we have 64 megapixel main camera on both phones with optical image stabilization on the Samsung, which is not really available on the Vivo. Now let's look at the front camera. So here's the front camera looks like on both phones. We have 50 megapixel selfie camera on the Vivo, while on the Samsung we have 32 megapixel selfie camera. Yes, and the front camera, it is one of the best on the Vivo. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing the for Samsung internet browser on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we have Google Chrome. Now let's open Wikipedia. And the Wikipedia, it is a little more faster on the Vivo. Let's see the scrolling. That is very similar, not a huge difference. Now let's open this. That is also very similar. Let's see the scrolling. I see a little bit lag on the Vivo in the start, but on the Samsung it is really smooth all the time. Next on the list is the apple.com. Faster on the Vivo as compared to the Samsung. Now let's see the scrolling. That is more smoother on the Samsung. I can see the difference very easily between 90Hz and 60Hz. Now let's see RAM management on both phones. We have 8GB of RAM. Now let's see that who is perform good in the RAM management. Phone dialer, no refresh. Let's see settings, no refresh. Amazon shopping and that card refresh on the Vivo, it is not refresh. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, no refresh. Instagram, pin out. Let's see Snapchat. Let's see Spotify. Let's see Subway Surfer. That card refresh on the Vivo. Let's see Temper Run 2. Let's see PUBG Mobile, no refresh. Now let's open Twitter, Zedge. Last way back to the internet browser where we left, and you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that the Vivo as well as the Samsung and both phones is perform very similar in system based application as well as in game app loading time. Sometimes the Vivo is performing more faster in the game app loading time in terms of the RAM wise, and both phones is perform really good in the RAM management. Again, we have one application refresh on the Vivo, and that's about it. And thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Vivo V23e versus the Samsung Galaxy A52. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.